Miletus was an ancient Greek city that produced the first philosophers. We've already looked at Thales and Anaximander. Today we finish the Milesian sequence with Anaximenes. While saying anything about these three men is always a struggle, I think the subject of today's video stands out in one important way. While his predecessors are famous for claiming what everything is made of, Anaximenes offers something different, a theory of how this one thing becomes everything. Anaximenes sometimes gets overlooked when discussing the Milesian school. A lot of this has to do with how we view his predecessors. In Thales, an element is the source of everything, and with Anaximander, this bedrock of existence becomes more metaphysical. With Anaximenes, we once again return to an element, this time air, and it almost seems as if we took a wrong turn somewhere. But what makes Anaximenes worthy of study is how he describes the change from one element to another.
What is contracted and condensed is cold. What is thin and loose is hot.
This is a fragment found in Plutarch, which many scholars today treat as the only true fragment from Anaximenes. If we take it as a fact that he thought the arche was air, then some of the secondary comments about his philosophy might actually be correct. For example, when Simplicius describes how air transforms from one element to another.
When it is thinned, it becomes fire, while when condensed, it becomes wind, then earth, then stones.
So if we take the fragment as genuine, and if we accept the context of air proposed by ancient authors, we can infer that Anaximenes might have been the first philosopher who explained how the arche is supposed to work, that being through expanding and condensing. The legacy of the Milesian school is immense. All three of the mentioned philosophers were on the forefront of science at the time, and any silly idea we might find in their philosophy or worldview is still impressive given the context. I find it hard to believe that in a vacuum of all the great minds that have explained the world around me, that I would be able to come up with half as good of a theory for what things are made of. Even though these figures are cloaked in myth, confusion, and secondary accounts, I think the fact remains that they were influential on great minds which inspired other great minds. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about the Milesian school. Make sure to like, subscribe, and think on the first principle.